now Chief Meteorologist Chad Merrill with your full 7-day forecast.
We are in Braxton County, West Virginia. 70% of this county is in a level 4 drought as the historical West Virginia drought continues. The impact of level 4 drought, you can see behind me the leaves have changed color and already falling off the trees prematurely, which means the wildfire risk obviously starting earlier in the season, as we have seen so far in the state of West Virginia with wildfires breaking out even a couple of weeks ago. That'll continue through the end of November. The video that you are seeing now, folks, was taken about a month ago, and we stopped at the same location, and you can see that the leaves were still on the tree, but of course they were changing color. This exceptional drought has continued to grow across the state. Now, we know the wildfire risk is elevated, but now we want to find out if there's any sustainable wet pattern and if what will become Hurricane Helene will help draw moisture into southern West Virginia. Let's go into the studio to find out. All right, folks, just to let you know that last footage on the video was from today. So the leaves have already fallen off the trees. We are past peak in the area that has the exceptional drought. The answer to my question, no sustainable wet pattern, but we are going to have an opportunity to get your garden wet later this evening, tomorrow, and Wednesday. And it's from this low pressure across Chicago that is slowly moving its way east. Now, most areas will see about 1/4 to 1/2 of an inch of rain, not enough to cure the drought. Our temperatures right now are in the 70s. Off to the west, it's cooler because of the clouds in the 60s, but to the south, we are in the 80s. So what this means for us is pretty much status quo. Temperatures tomorrow, temperatures on Wednesday will be in the 70s after starting out in the 60s, and we'll have a little bit of patchy fog. So that's your forecast during the overnight period, and once again tomorrow. We will have the blue sky in between the showers as well. We all want to know how this tropical system is going to impact our plans. Right now, it's just a potential tropical cyclone, meaning, yeah, there's a cluster of thunderstorms starting to rotate around it, but really there's no defined circulation center. Well, all data points to this becoming a Category 2, perhaps a Category 3 hurricane. Plenty of warmth in the Gulf of Mexico. The only inhibiting factor, there's a bit of dry air aloft. Now, that being said, the storm will likely organize, move north, and then it'll start to veer west. The reason it's going to veer west is because we're going to get a blocking high pressure move in to the mid-Atlantic later in the week. What that's going to do is steer the storm west instead of take it up the Appalachians or even east of the area. So here are the impacts that we can expect from the storm system. No more than 1/4 to 3/4 of an inch of rain. However, the winds will be breezy out of the southeast. We'll have gusts 35 to 45. That'll knock off some leaves. Those trees are already stressed from the drought. There will be moderate rises on the New River because that area where the headwaters is, where the New River begins, yeah, they're going to get probably several inches of rain to the south. The timing of our rain and the gust, between 9 a.m., 10 a.m., and about 11 p.m. Now, it's not going to be continuous rain during that time, but this far out, that's the best interval I can give you in terms of the broad scope of when to expect the most impacts from the storm. The pressure is also going to drop significantly. So if you suffer from arthritis, our ARH More for Appalachia forecast says, yeah, you are going to be in pain Thursday and Friday. And then finally, the pressure starts to rise a bit over the weekend. So we are in the upper 70s the next 2 days, with temperatures at night in the 60s. It will be windy on Friday with a few showers. We are not expecting widespread power outages, but yeah, there could be a down limb or two on Friday. Potential for wind advisories in the western Greenbrier Valley, those higher elevations. Once we get to next weekend, or this weekend I should say, a couple of showers early on Saturday. We dry it out on Sunday, and a better risk for a shower once we get into Monday with a high of 70 degrees. That's your 7-day Storm Watch 4 weather forecast. Guess what, folks? We're going to take a trip to the Green Bank Observatory right after the break.